Well, the NBA star Dwyane Wade was inducted into the NBA Hall of Fame this past weekend, wrapping up his incredible basketball career just in time for what could be a new career, maybe, as a politician. The New York Times sat down with Wade and asked about entering the political arena. He said, in part, that he will speak upon things that he's passionate about, and that he is, quote, a role as an American citizen and as a known person to be able to highlight and speak on things that other people may not be able to because they don't have the opportunity, end quote. Now, Wade did not confirm or deny if there's any truth to him potentially running, but he did share that he's been approached by Democrats. Dan Kanninen joins us now, partner and CEO at the Democratic firm ARC Initiatives. Dan?
Hey, Blake.
Hey, hey. Happy Monday.
Happy Monday.
So I saw this story, I don't know, earlier this summer of Democrats trying to recruit Dwyane Wade, legendary Heat basketball player, legend in the state of Florida. Yeah. And he was asked about it in a New York Times interview. He didn't say yes. He didn't deny the possibility.
He did not. I think about Dwyane Wade as a Marquette basketball player first, because
Okay.
I'm also from the great state of Wisconsin.
All right, there you go.
Badger fan, watched him torch us
year
after year. Look, I think celebrities and athletes can make compelling candidates. They come to this arena with a different take than the typical Washington insider vibe. That can be very helpful. They've got a platform, name recognition that can raise money. But we'll see what he does. I think it's an interesting proposition.
Didn't go well for Mehmet Oz. Didn't go well for Herschel Walker this last race, this last election cycle. There are, of course, several members of Congress who had fantastic, professional careers. Dwyane Wade is a different level, though, right? You're talking about one of the greatest ever, married to Gabrielle Union, superstar with stardom. What does it say about in the state of Florida that you've got operatives saying, this is the route we might need to go?
I do think Florida is a bit of a Hail Mary position for Democrats right now. They've lost ground in several elections in a row, statewide.
Is Florida gone?
I don't think it's gone. I think it's in a very tough spot. It's going to take a long time to dig out of it. Wade may be helpful in the short term. I think probably, though, for Democrats, I would invest in infrastructure, a strong message, continue to build that party infrastructure that has sort of weakened and withered over time.
You call it a Hail Mary.
I do.
Why are they even going down this route then? Like, if you were to advise them, would you say makes for a good headline, maybe makes for some good Monday night talking, but
because he's compelling, and we don't know what's going to happen in this election. I think if Trump is at the top of the ticket, and the turnout that might come from that will really dramatically change what happens in races like Florida, for example. It could still be a competitive state, but really I think they're doing it because down ballot, not just that Senate race, not just presidential race, but state Senate races, state House races, local elections matter if there's someone at the top that can engender some excitement, and a guy like Wade could do that.
Rick Scott, that's the Senate seat, presuming Dwyane Wade were to run for it and move to Florida or move back home. Former governor, 2-term.
Yep.
1-term senator.
Yep.
Can he be beat?
He can, and here's why.
How? I spent a lot of time in Florida. I've never seen Rick Scott lose a race.
That's true, but Rick Scott, since that time, has been the architect of several plans, although now he claims he didn't do this, but he did do this. Wrote plans to cut dramatically entitlement programs like Social Security and Medicare. That's going to be a big problem for him in that state coming up. It's certainly a tough state for Democrats. I'm not saying it's not, but he can be beaten because his record is atrocious.
Dan Kanninen makes for an interesting talker, if nothing else. Dwyane Wade, not denying it. Thank you, sir. Appreciate it.
Thanks, Blake.
Thanks for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find News Nation on your television provider. And don't forget to subscribe. Click the red button to get more of News Nation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.